We good to go? Boy, it's hard to follow Miss Saunders, but I'm gonna try. I'm glad to be here. My name is Willie Hamilton. Of course, this is Real Talk. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the show, and you're listening to 1690 AM The One. Folks, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is William King. I was just messing around, folks, but really, on some serious note, I'm excited to be back on the air. I took a hiatus somewhat last week. Some folks complained that they couldn't see us, and hopefully now you can. We're making some moves, and we're going to have some major announcements probably next week. We're trying to keep everything under wraps. Again, folks, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the show. This is 1690 AM The One. Before we get started, first and foremost, I want to thank God for being the head of my life. I always want to put him first, man, because I'm finding out, man, the minute you put him second or third, you lose out. So I always put God first, man. And then secondly, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Real Talk Radio is sponsored in part by Big Mama's Sandwich Shop. Big Mama's Sandwich Shop is open at 2416 Lake Street, Omaha, Nebraska. Our handcrafted deli-style sandwiches and wraps are made to order with the freshest ingredients and a little touch of soul. Big Mama's specialty ice cream made from scratch, soups and gourmet cookies are also available. Carry out only. And speaking of Big Mama's, tomorrow, the Hungry Club, excited to have some special guests. We will have none other than Miss Kennette Jones, the songstress herself, and also Mr. Ian Garrett, an up-and-coming leader as well as an author, and also a publisher, will be at Big Mama's Kitchen, catering for the Hungry Club located on 45th in Bedford, in the Turning Point. So excited about that. So come out tomorrow, pass the word on. 12 to 1, great food, great fun, great people, and also a good way to network and to be able to get your company's information out, resources, whatever the case may be. So come out tomorrow from 12 to 1 at Big Mama's Kitchen and Catering. Again, we want to thank Big Mama in part by sponsoring Real Talk Radio. Again, Big Mama's Sandwich Shop is open at 2416 Lake Street, Omaha, Nebraska. Our handcrafted deli-style sandwiches and wraps are made to order with the freshest ingredients and a little touch of soul. Big Mama's specialty ice cream made from scratch. Soups and gourmet cookies are also available. Carry out only. Thank you so much, Big Mama. We really do have a gem when it comes to Big Mama's Kitchen, and she's doing some phenomenal work. She just expanded to a sandwich shop, and hopefully real soon she'll be expanding out west and then maybe to other cities. It has a possibility to go nationwide. So support your local business. Again, before I forget, I want to make sure. I know you can see this. She left a big poster, so hopefully you guys can see the Great Plains Black History Museum. I want to say a big shout out to Mr. Jim Beatty, chair, Mr. Wesley Dacus, and Ken Station, co-chairs. August 2nd, Shoreline Golf Course, 2110 Locust Street, Carter Lake. 11:30 a.m. registration. Ladies, welcome. Register today. Registration early bird until June 30th. Individuals $125. Foursome $500. July 1st. Individual Tiger Wood. Individuals $150. Foursome $600. You can go to www.greatplainsgpblackmuseum.org or Terry Sanders at gpbblackmuseum.org. 402-216-3852. And also make sure you get your membership. I don't usually tell folks to get membership if I don't have a membership. Right now I'm a member of the NAACP. Right now I'm a member of the Great Plains Black History Museum, and I'm in a process of joining another organization as well, which is the Malcolm X Foundation. So when I come on the air and I promote joining an organization, also Black Men United will be opening it up, its organizations, to membership. So if you want to join our organization, Black Men United, you can go to www.blackmenunited.com. Folks, we're gonna bust out, and I just want to thank God. I want to praise God right now and thank Him for so much for being a part of my life. and directing me in the right direction. So God is real, man, and he can handle your problem better than you can, because I'm telling you, anyone know me, I was quick to fight, quick to shoot, quick to do a lot of things. But I'm finding that if I'm patient and I leave it up to God, that things always work out. So God has have a big calling on my life, and I know He got some big things for our organization to do. And I just want to thank Him so much for being ahead of my life again. Um, Again, folks, we will be having some upcoming news about our organization and the collaboration that's going to take place between some organizations out here really doing the work. And for whatever the reason, those organizations can't find a place to be able to house, to be able to build capacity, and can't find a place to be able to share resources. We want to be able to create an incubator of sort. And again, more information will be coming regarding that, where you bring in nonprofits and for-profits together. Just a quick note: if you are a drywaller, and you must have the basic skills of drywalling, there will be some positions opening up real soon, almost like today or tomorrow. And if you are a drywaller, please contact me at 402-707-3115. These are not going to be no low-paying jobs. Matter of fact, if things work out, you'll be making union wages. So give me a call. If you are a drywaller, you must have the basic skills of knowledge of drywalling. Also, if you're not serious about working, don't bother, because we want to make sure we keep this door open to be able to find employment, gainful employment, because they have a lot of jobs out there. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of our brothers and sisters don't have the skill set and to be able to get those jobs. So stay tuned for some great information regarding some training and other things. I'm excited. I'm trying to keep the wraps on the rabbit out of the hat, if you will, regarding what we're trying to do. So, again, if you are a drywaller and understand the basic concept of drywalling, give me a call, 402-707-3115. With the market picking up like it has, there's a great demand for particular experienced drywallers. But now they're also looking at folks who may not be as experienced, but understand the basic concept and can really make some serious money. So give me a call again, 402-707-3115. Special Memorial Blood Drive held at the Elite Fitness Saturday, July 20th. That is going to be held at Elite Fitness Saturday, July 20th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointment, please contact Ms. Donna Smith at 578-3159 or call the American Red Cross at 1-800-RED-CROSS. Again, this is Saturday, July 20th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, the Hungry Club, a special guest, Mr. Ian Garrett, and again, the Suntress, Ms. K-Net Jones, who is of I Care Youth Services, will be the guest speakers at the Hungry Club from 12 to 1 p.m. Please come out and support. We want to have the house packed. And also, they'll be talking about Infinite 8, Mr. Ian Garrett, who basically is the founder of this particular program and put it together, Infinite 8. And also, again, he is a publisher and author, and also have worked in the area of mentoring. They're putting on at Stinson Park at Exarban Village, all ages welcome, Omaha Variety, the summer premier talent showcase. The last two dates, it was the 22nd and the 29th, they had folks that came out and tried. I think the slate has been filled, if you will. So here's an opportunity to come out again, July 20th. All proceeds will go to benefit Our Care Mentoring Youth Services. Omaha Cares Mentoring Service is partnering and one of the supporters of this particular event. Entry fee is $25. Vendor's fee $25 as well. Again, all proceeds will go to benefit Eye Care Mentoring Youth Services. For more information, call Miss Alita at McKenzieandPorter.com, 402-819-7605. Again, unlock your potential. July 20th, come out and support one of the largest variety shows, premier events, taking place in the city of Omaha over at Exarban Village. Employment First Career Center, Wednesday, July 17th, 2013, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They will have a job fair. AIM Institute, Bag and Save, Cargill Meat Solutions, Early Out Services, Eastern Nebraska Veterans Home, Elite Professional Home Care Company, Embassy Suite, FPG Service Corporation, Gallup, Hy-Vee, Jimmy John's, Job Corps, Menards, Methodist Health System, McDonald's, Omaha Steaks, University of Nebraska, U.S. Foods, and others. Again, the Center Mall, 1941 South 42nd Street, Suite 316. That's on the third level. Again, no children, dress for success, bring your resume, full and part-time position. Pre-employment workshops, Suite 316, Friday, July 12th. Panel discussion, dressing for success, Monday, July 15th. Do's and don'ts of a job fair, professional etiquette, 11 a.m. to noon. Tuesday, July 16th, leadership in the workplace, 11 a.m. to noon. To pre-register for the job fair and workshops, email Nebraska/outreach at policy-studies.com. Again, that's to pre-register for the job fair and workshops. You can go to email Nebraska/outreach at policy-studies.com. Folks, I am very pleased to announce the 13th annual Thurgood Marshall Day program. Reverend Rollinson has been in this community for years, and he's one of the few individuals that I can honestly call my friend and mentor. He has put on this event for 13 years, and is regarding a phenomenal individual, Thurgood Marshall. We have to teach our culture. We have to make it an atmosphere where we're always learning and teaching our kids when it comes to our history and our culture. And I'm excited again to be a part of the 13th annual Thurgood Marshall program taking place at the Fellowship Christian Center July 21st at 4 p.m. The program will be at 3211 Pinckney Street. Our theme, Catching the Vision. The first black U.S. Supreme Court justice fought diligently, sincerely, and faithfully, with all of his wisdom from above, for the civil rights for all individuals. Brother Marshall dedicated his life to make black American life less tough, less brutal, more humane, and more free. Our guest speaker this year will be none other than Reverend Dr. Kenneth Allen, pastor of Zion Baptist Church. Also to bless this service, Reverend Doyle H. Bryant Jr., pastor of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, and Reverend none other than Mr. Darrell Uri, pastor of Freestone Baptist Church. For more information, you can contact Reverend Rollinson at 502-9699. Folks, let's pack Reverend Rollinson Church and bring a young one so they can learn about the great Thurgood Marshall. We can go through a lot of our books, and rarely do we find our history and specifically told right and accurately. Here's an opportunity for our kids to learn about a great leader, Mr. Thurgood Marshall, and I want to applaud Reverend Rollinson and all the work that he do regarding putting this annual event on every year. 13th annual Christian Center and Pastor Ed Rollinson will be having their 13th annual Thurgood Marshall Day program. Um, it's sad to think that in a few short weeks, probably about 4 or 5 weeks, school will be going back. So we are starting early to announce our 6th year of doing the Million Father March. Take your child to school day. We're trying to get as many men as possible to be able to take a school and to be able to be there, set up everything as far as getting your volunteers together and also getting the list together because our focus this year is to really uh, put a concentrated effort into gathering as many mentors as possible. Folks, we all know that someone have said a positive word to be able to change your way of thinking when your way would have went down the wrong road. I know for a fact there were so many people in my life and still in my life that are mentoring me that have kept me from making mistakes in my life. And mentoring has been a proven success. It's not some fly by night thing, but we all know when you have a positive role model in your life that looks like you. Now, don't get me wrong. We can utilize other individuals, but the fact of the matter is, um, we need black men and black women to step forth when it comes to mentoring. And Miss Susan Taylor has done a wonderful job by starting one of the most powerful movement when it comes to mentoring, and it's the National Cares Mentoring Movement. And so this year, we will be focusing on trying to recruit as many mentors as possible at this year opening date. And we will be doing 2 dates. We will be doing one date for regular school, and then we will be doing pre-K. So if you want to participate at one of the schools, please give me a call at 402-707-3115. We will be coordinating with as many groups as possible. Right now, Mount View, Howard Kennedy, we're looking to do Conestoga, we're looking to do Farnell, Miller Park, King Elementary, Lothrop, as many schools as possible. But we need volunteers to be able to organize those efforts. So if you go to any of those schools and you want to be a leader, if you will, and take a lead on that, please give me a call again at 402-707-3115. We want to make this one of the biggest mentor recruitment effort this year, um, upcoming opening day of school. Also, we will be showcasing National Mentoring Month in January. So help us break our record, if you will, by recruiting as many mentors as possible. Immigration reform will be voted on, or has been voted on this week. I don't think it's been voted on this week. But last night during a test vote, both Senators Johans and Fisher voted against the bill, even with the Corker-Hohaven amendment, which doubles the number of border agents, adds miles of new fencing, and billions of enforcement dollars to the bill. The anti-immigrant forces in Nebraska are stepping up their cause. We need all of you to call Senator Johans and Fisher now. For more information, see below. It doesn't matter if you have called before. Call 888-888-891-3271. That's 888-891-3271. Call twice so you don't get both. So you get both senators. And if you don't want to talk to them, call tonight and leave a voicemail. After you have called, get at least 2 friends or family to call, and ask them to get a few friends and family to call. If we are all called, we can let the senators know there are people in Nebraska who believe in common sense immigration reform. Folks, other than being under a rock, Clarence Thomas did it again. He then went to the dark side. And this individual, along with others, on a 5-4 ruling, rewrote Section 4 and 5. So 9 of the states that were had to go to the DOJ or Department of Justice in order to implement any change in districts or voting practices, if you will, no longer will have to do that. They have basically suspended um, those efforts. So I'm gonna answer this and put this man on the air. Hello, hello. Yeah, you on? You know you're on the air. Okay. Um, you going down to the, what's calling or what?
Well, I just left there. I was down there. You weren't there.
Yeah, but what's calling? What's calling is in there. I had to go do my radio show real quick.
Uh, well, I'm thinking that I had to cut all this tile for Snapstone today and get that done for him. So we keep in good graces. So I had to keep Dave doing that. I mean, we're ready to go do a little bit of work, but I'm just kind of checking my schedule with the holiday and stuff. I don't think I got anything for Dave to do all day, so he could probably I could give him a saw, and if I'm done cutting for Snapstone, and he could just finish up down there and bring him down there first thing in the morning.
When you talking about tonight?
Well, no, I'm just talking about, dropping him off at 8 o'clock and just having him finish putting in all the tile.
8 o'clock.
Your guy was down there working on the joints and stuff, and we'd just be interfering with one another.
So you want me to be down there at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Yeah,
okay.
I just have.
We'll do.
Yeah, because long day. You know what stinks is that they gave me an offer.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial Flooring did, and my lawyer called me like at 5 to 5. He left a message, and it was a pretty short one, so I didn't really want to listen to it. So at 7 o'clock, I listened to it, and he says that they gave me an offer, and now he won't answer any of his phones.
Well, like I said, man, you on the air. You at 1690 AM, the one, the radio station. So I'm gonna stop you right there, and we're gonna get up there. But I got a great phone call from the unions.
Cool.
And they are ready to go to the next step. They're so excited about this and actually roll it out.
Well, I'm very excited too. Yeah. I'd be more excited if I knew I was going to get about $25,000 tomorrow, but we'll see what happens.
Well, like I said, man, I was going to talk about what we was doing, but I'm gonna wait until our grand opening, and then we'll introduce you more and what we're trying to do down there. So. Again, folks, stay tuned.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Again, that's Mr. Rick Meehan. And again, folks, we can't wait to let folks know what we're trying to do down here on 30th of Ames. So you'll learn more as we get closer to the date. So stay tuned. All right, so back to the Supreme Court decision. And I want to give a big shout out to Rebecca Gonzalez and Mr. Adam Morfelt from Nebraska for Civil Reform. We were one of the few states to defeat the voter ID bill, and because there were so many different organizations who came together and said this was bad for Nebraska. And Adam has taken the lead, co-lead, if you will, to be able to bring these different organizations together again, but not to be reactive, but to actually be proactive and to talk about next steps. So I want to give a big shout out to Nebraska for Civil Reform, Mr. Adam Morfelt, and the work that he's doing around that. We will be talking in more detail about some of the actually steps that we will be taking, because this is a step backwards when it comes to having open and free election. In the Obama era, they have tried everything. They have created imaginary problems when it comes to voter ID because of what he did, how effective he was for being elected. Right now, gay and lesbians and young folks and people of color are the ones that actually went to the polls and vote, and women. And they're trying to put a halt to that by impeding our right to vote. It's nothing more than voter suppression, nothing less. So right now we're the only race of people where every 25 years we got to amend our voting rights. That's ridiculous. This country was born uh, on democracy, but yet the very fact that barriers are being put up every day to be able to impede our right to open and free election is appalling, and it should be appalling to everyone. So many of our relatives, so many of our friends, so many of our families died, lost limbs, went to jail, murdered, hung for us to have a right to vote. And for these individuals to sit on the highest court in the land and to be able to do this is a travesty. But more importantly, what will we do? The hip hop caucus, Reverend Yearwood, have picked up the mantle and made the challenge. He sent a press release out that was powerful, and I gravitated to it so much so that I'm also working here as well to be able to be proactive when it comes to addressing the court decision to strike down Section 4 and 5. Congress, if it is to divide the states, must identify those jurisdictions and be singled out on a basis that makes sense in the light of current conditions and cannot rely simply on the past. Come on. They say if you don't remember the past, you're bound to repeat it. And the fact of the matter, this is what's happening. This is a history of these individuals suppressing vote. Not only suppressing vote, but killing folks. So to say that's no longer being used, that is not going to be as a criteria to be able to say, hey, you need to go and check and see your history of voting and voting practices. That gambit is not going to be there anymore. What will we do? I'm looking and waiting for the NAACP. I know they're having the national convention coming up in May or first part of June to take the lead on this, the Urban League. I know the National Hip Hop Caucus have definitely took the lead, and also the Lawyers Committee. It's going to be interesting how that affects Nebraska. And Adam Morfeld did a wonderful job in really breaking down what do this particular law means when it comes to Section 4 or 5 of the Civil Rights Act. The formula has been updated, which the court ruled meant the 9 states and counties in 6 other states that are still subject to extra scrutiny are being judged for a history that may be long gone. Are you serious? Florida. Didn't Al Gore just, come on, man. So you mean to tell me we are no longer living in a colorblind society? We're no longer living in that we no longer need voting right and protection of voting right? Are we that naive to think this thing has gone away? Please. It said, but the Chief Justice, in his opinion, said Congress didn't go back and look at the formula it used to decide who was forced to submit to federal scrutiny and who was not. Once this bill is halted, watch how many states will start coming up with voter ID laws and other barriers to impede people's right to vote. Interesting. So, if you want to learn more about this particular bill, we will be doing some education seminars, if you will, community meetings, rallies, demonstrations. Yeah, I said it, demonstrations. And because this is a setback, and it's a travesty, and we must stand and do something about it. So, that's going to give you ins and outs on there. Local. July 1st, they had a community meeting at Chef Mike's. And the newly elected mayor, shouldn't be the newly elected, the new mayor, was there. And it was packed. You probably had about 100 people. What's so discerning for me is, um, for 45 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, she basically gave her like she was running for office, and I was kind of confused because I thought she was already elected, and I would have liked to have seen, okay, to give her speech. What does she plan on doing for North and South Omaha and the city as a whole? What will be 2 or 3 of the issues that she's going to dive in on? But then to be able to open that up to questioning from the community. And you can see so many people was disappointed in that. A lot of people call it a dog and pony show. A lot of people were very noticeable upset because it was the same show, different day. Um, 6 months to a year. I'm personally going to give her 6 months to a year, and in that time, I want to know what she plan on doing, and to have some type of timeline to come back to the community and see what she has accomplished. To me, it's not even about a Democrat or Republican anymore. It's about who's going to do the greater good for my community. But at the same time, holding those individuals accountable. This is nothing personal. No permanent enemies, only permanent issues. So it could be a Democrat one for 4 years, and it could be a Republican. We have to find a way to be able to work with both parties. And I know I'll probably lose a lot of Democratic friends. When Barack Obama got elected, and he took the beating that he did, and the Democratic Party did nothing. When 2008, when we registered more people, and brought more people in the Democratic Party, in the history of the party, and they never reached out and got all those people acclimated at all. Whatever you want to say about Republicans, they're like a machine. They are monotonous when the things that they do, and they're very good at it. And they will come out there and they will take the gloves off, and they will say what needs to be said, irregardless. That's what the Democratic Party has to start doing. But you know something? And I'm going to say it. When you don't have to worry about our vote, then you take us for granted. And that's what is happening. 90% of all black folks vote Democrat. No matter what. Officially for me, I will become an independent. And in order for you to get my vote, you're going to have to work for it. And ain't no guarantee. Because at the end of the day, man, we getting worse, not better. Most of the people I know are not doing good. Because people in a position of power who can do something about it are choosing not to. And we're not holding them accountable because they look like us. And I'm not, look. Anybody say, well, I bet I know who he took. No, you don't. You don't know what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about one particular person. All I'm saying is this. Irregardless of what race you is or what party you is, it's about accountability. And if you're not producing and speaking up, because it's been so quiet the last 3 or 4 months, ain't nobody being adversarial, if you will. Nobody being outspoken. Something wrong with that. I was told that sometimes, man, you don't know how to keep your mouth closed. That may be true. And first when I heard that, man, I got mad. How dare someone say that? But you know something? As William King said, I'm an athlete and I love competition. I'm a Taurus too. So when somebody tell me I can't do something, or when somebody talk negative or whatever the case may be, man, I dig my feet in the sand, and I prove people wrong. That was so great, and I don't have to, make it so even better. I don't have to do anything, and that's why my faith is even more important to me right now, because God can do more for me to handle my enemies than I can do myself, and I've seen it work. People who have did things to me in my life, I look at them now, man. It's like only God. So, what I'm trying to say is put your faith in God, and He will always, always see you through. 4th of July is coming up. Independence Day. For who? I don't know. But Independence Day, I want to give a big shout out to my son in the Army, paratrooper, down here in North Carolina. So, I love you, boy. So glad to see you a couple of weeks ago. I know you're a man right now, guy, and doing some phenomenal things. But I am so proud to watch you become the man that you have become. So I want to give a big shout out to all the men who are becoming men, and all the men who serve our country, and women. So big ups to those folks. Make sure you have a safe 4th of July. I mean, we have enough of our babies being lost over there to continually lose them here. So give a big shout out to our servicemen. I'm a Marine, ex-Marine, booyah. And then I know we have Army, we have some Air Force. Just give a big shout out to those guys as well. If you want to give us a call in here, we're at 402-707-3115. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my boy. He's been really going through some tough times. Both my boys, man. I want to send a special prayer out to Willie King and his mom. I mean, it's, mama is for boys, is for men. You got daddy, but ain't nothing like mama. I call him a dear. Ain't nothing like mama. And to be close to your mama and to watch her go through some certain things it's a hard thing. My stepfather is suffering from dementia now, but he's probably full-fledged Alzheimer's. And sometimes you can walk in a room and he won't even know who you is. And then sometimes you can walk in the room and it's like everything is fine. You know what I'm saying? But it is definitely a disease that is picking up a lot in the minority community. And so that's why it's so important to stimulate your mind. It's so important to keep reading, so important to keep learning. You know what I'm saying? To keep that mind sharp, because dementia is definitely something that is no joke, and it's becoming fast and furious when it comes to our community. So big shout out to my boy William King. Also a big shout out to my boy Theo Peters. His sister suffered a stroke, so my prayers go out to you, my dude. Also, his mother was hospitalized as well. It's a tough thing, man, to try to deal with that and to deal with work and then deal with your family and try to get up every day on a daily basis to be able to handle that. So I just want to recognize those folks, and I always say, don't keep your eye on the left or to the right, or keep your eye on Jesus Christ, and He will always see you through. A lot of the times, folks from the streets don't get recognized, and I just want to give a big shout out to folks that I'm connected with in the streets, if you will, who keeps it real with me. When I'm having the worst day I can possibly have, or feeling sorry for myself, I go to either Tecumseh or I go to the streets, or I go to my boys, and they keep it real. No matter what I have accomplished in my life, then let me get this real quick. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Will?
Now you're on the air. So Ronell He's down at the building.
Randy is?
He at the building.
Okay.
So he said he's gonna be done in about an hour, hour and a half. So could you,
Okay.
if you mind, could you lock up on that?
Yeah, I'm heading down there now.
All right. But again, I'm on the air, so I'm trying to finish up with the show.
Say that again?
I'm on the air. You on
Oh, okay.
you on the air, matter of fact.
All right.
All right then.
Have a good show. Bye.
All right, thanks. Again, folks, um, I always want to keep that relationship until it become a negative in my life. So far, it's been a positive because they keep it real and they keep me grounded and focused about what I need to do. Because it's no longer about me. It's about how and what legacy I want to leave when I get out of here. Do I leave a legacy where I take away all the time, or do I leave a legacy where I give back and try to impact in some small way people's lives? And that's what I'm hoping to accomplish. Not hope, I will accomplish that because with God, all things are possible. And second, first, then to let people know that God is real, and that if you have your faith, it can take you through so many turmoils and take you through so many difficult situations and get you on the other side. So keep your faith. You don't have to be in church every Sunday. Keep that one-on-one relationship with God. And if you do, everything will see it way through. Citizen Review Board, one of the things that our mayor talked about was a Citizen Review Board. And we worked on this issue for about 10 years. I have no hopes that will pass. I don't think it's very effective. Anytime you are asking volunteers to put in an extended amount of time, it's bound for failure. If there's a stipend, if you're paying someone to be able to meet every day to get the job done, or to be able to minimize the cost, that's a different story. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to our community, it's always volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. I know too many people. They can't volunteer. They volunteer, but they can't. But they doing it because they love the community. Need jobs to be able to provide for our families, and then we're able to provide for our families. We're able to give more to the community. Talking 45 to 50% unemployment in our neighborhood between the ages of 16 and 64, black men. Well, Mr. Hamilton got plenty of jobs. Okay, 1 out of every 3 felon, and that's another thing. Kenneth Jones sent me a chart, world chart, and it's the percentages of incarceration and which country incarcerates the most. So which country do you think incarcerates the most? You probably know, but you'd be surprised that all the countries combined still don't make up the population of the United States who imprisons its individuals. All the countries combined, and United States outnumber them as far as the incarceration rate. 1 out of every 3 African American male. Those are staggering numbers. And that's why mentoring is such an important tool. And that's why I want to go back to the plug and plug Miss Kenneth Jones and Miss Ian Garrett. I Care Youth Services doing some phenomenal work with our young girls, which is the fastest growing population going into the criminal justice system. I Care Youth Services president and founder, Miss Kenneth Jones, is putting on this event, and it's a wonderful event. It's a way to be able to creatively raise money so she can effectively go out and do what she needs to do. So the summer premiere talent showcase again. Entry fee $25, vendors fee $25. All proceeds will go to benefit eye care mentoring service. For more information, go to Alidia at McKenzieandPorter.com 402-819-7605. Big up to Infinite 8 as well. Mr. Ian Garrett presents July 20. Oh, you know something? I done said that like I don't know how many times, man, but I done forgot the best part of this whole thing. Guess what? You got a $500 cash prize for first place. So the competition gonna be fierce, and you're gonna have press there. You're gonna have 1690. Oh, 1690. We'll be in the house as well to be able to do this live. So $500 and 1690 a.m. We have a lot of organizations who came together to support this particular event. The summer's premier talent showcase, free admission, $500 cash prize. Again, come out 12 p.m. sharp. So come out and show your love. 11 a.m., 4 p.m. will be the event. Unlock your potentials. Again, folks, we hope you'll tune into 1690 a.m. The One. I'm your host, Willie Hamilton, and of course, this is Real Talk. I'm sure someone's going to go back and say Willie Hamilton said this and Willie Hamilton said that. And ask me, do I care? Because at the end of the day, for me, too many people are contacting me, hurting, either because of lack of jobs, either because they have interacted with the police department, or either because they've lost their house, either because they're dealing with the child protection services. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And we have to be the ones to be able to speak up for those individuals who can't speak for themselves. And if you're in a position of power and you don't do that, you're just as guilty as the individuals perpetrating that. So give me a call, tell me what your thoughts, and I'm going to take about 5 minutes, last 5 minutes, and do a couple call-ins. I'm going to call some folks that I know and get some feedback to them and see if they attended that event with the mayor. Also, what's on your mind, Omaha, Nebraska, ONE. Again, folks, we're excited about some of the things that we're doing down at our new location, and we're trying to keep everything on the hush-hush right now regarding our new location and our dates and some of the things that we want to do there, because if it ain't about economic development, if it ain't about training, if it ain't about putting money in folks' pockets, because right now, man, people are trying to survive, including myself. People are trying to survive, but we have to start having a climate where it's about business and make sure the money stays within our community, and creating that culture or that atmosphere where business is first thought. Education is great. Everybody ain't not going to school. That's why it was such a big loss when they took away Tech High. But everybody's not going to college and not college material. And I don't know if I had to do it all over again. I don't know too many people want to be $100,000 in debt, $120,000 in debt when they could have did a technical trade and make just as much money they're making now without all the debt, or with a 16th of the debt, or 30th of the debt. Also, want to give a big shout out to Mr. Dale Gimes, one of the most intelligent black men. I mean, men. I ain't gonna even say black. Just most intelligent man that I've come across with, and his heart is always in the right place. Community first. So give a big shout out to Dale Gimes. And you my dude, man, and I respect you so much. And look forward to our next meeting. Folks, again, we got about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna make a call somebody and let them know they're on the line. But if you have a question or a comment, or if you have an event coming up and you want to talk about it, give me a holler here at 402-707-3115. Folks, we're in the last days, however you want to look at it. And everybody's going to be called to task and asked, what did you do to be able to stop all this or attempt to stop all the things that's happening and taking place when it comes to our kids and our communities. I don't want to get in front of him, in front of anyone, or to have to answer my kids and say I did nothing. You may not be able to give 40 hours a week or 20 hours a week to volunteer, but you can give an hour a week to mentor. Or you can give an hour a week to be able to get involved with your child's education. Or you can give an hour or two to go down and clean up a park. You can do something. And that's what it's going to take. Everybody doing something. Find your passion. Find your lane. And as Nike said, just do it. So we gonna call somebody and we gonna see what they doing. I'm a I'm just randomly calling people, see what's up. Again, folks, you're tuned in to 1690 AM to 1. My name is Willie Hamilton, and of course, this is Real Talk. Well, he's not going to answer the phone, so let's go to somebody else. We're gonna call this guy back. We're gonna put him on there. Hey man, we got about 5 minutes left on the air, man, and I just was just doing some random calling, so I thought I'd call you back since we got an event coming up. First of all, introduce yourself and tell folks what you do. And again, the name of the company and your website. And again, folks, just a tease about what's getting ready to take place, and it's right in the heart of North Omaha. Again, looking to have an open house class grand opening, July 13th, from 2 to 5. More information will be forthcoming. But when we talk about one-stop shop, this is basically the concept that we're trying to come up with, and we will be a force to be reckoned with. So again, Carl, thank you so much for telling us a little bit about what's going on. And again, folks, we will be having media. We will be having open house. We will be having visits and we will be having office space available as well. So stay tuned and beware. So, Carl. All right, then. Thank you so much, Carl, for allowing me to call you. And again, Carl will be on the show probably the week of the 13th. We'll bring Carl and some of our partners to talk about in more detail what we're trying to accomplish down at our new site. So, thank you so much for calling in. All right, then. Again, folks, that's one of the things, part of our little click that we're going to do for me is just basically call randomly numbers and talk about some of the things that's going on. Again, we got about 3 minutes. I'm excited about the collaboration that's taking place between CB4 Productions, 1690 AM, with it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Literally going to be a force to be reckoned with. Hopefully, real soon, man, we'll be on the FM side. And just don't want to go into too much details on what we're trying to accomplish down at our new location. So stay tuned. And we're going to be limited about how many people that we're let in for the open house. That's why we haven't really did too much advertising regarding that. So again, folks, are looking forward to our new location. More importantly, we're looking forward to serve you. Again, this has been Real Talk. My name is Willie Hamilton. And please join us next week. As always, I'll leave you with peace.
Then I'll get down on my knees for you, babe. You see, I ain't much on Casanova. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Can't you see how much I really love you? Gonna sing it to you time and time again. Oh, Casanova, Casanova, oh, Casanova, Casanova. Every time I wanna see you, I can't find the words to tell you so.